Sincerity is the cornerstone of a fulfilling life, and its importance cannot be overstated. In a world that constantly bombards you with external opinions and superficial judgments, the ability to listen to your own inner voice and trust in your inherent worth is an act of true courage. When you embrace sincerity, you reject the empty validation of others and anchor yourself in the authentic power of your own convictions. This unwavering self-belief is what ultimately leads to both happiness and success. Too often, people allow the negative opinions and criticisms of others to infiltrate their thoughts, shaking the very foundation of their self-confidence. Yet it is vital to understand that these external voices are merely reflections of others' insecurities and biases. They do not define who you are or the value you bring to the world. By cultivating sincerity, by being honest with yourself about your dreams, your struggles, and your potential, you free yourself from the need for constant approval. Instead, you learn to stand tall on the bedrock of your own truth, and that is a source of strength that no external force can ever diminish. Embracing sincerity means committing to self-reflection and genuine self-expression. It means having the discipline to look inward, to assess your actions and intentions without the distortion of others' expectations. This self-awareness allows you to recognize your true passions and to align your life with your deepest values. When you operate from this place of authenticity, your decisions become more deliberate, your relationships more meaningful, and your path forward more clearly defined. Happiness and success are not simply handed to you. They are cultivated through the recognition and nurturing of your unique qualities. Furthermore, sincerity empowers you to set boundaries and to refuse to be swayed by the tide of negativity. In every conversation and every interaction, you have the power to decide which opinions merit consideration and which do not. Stand firm in your convictions and do not allow the cynicism or envy of others to cloud your judgment. When you consistently choose to trust your own inner wisdom, you become impervious to the transient nature of external validation. This inner fortitude not only safeguards your self-esteem, but also creates an environment where your true potential can flourish. It is also important to remember that the journey towards sincerity is a continuous process. There will be moments of self-doubt and times when the voices of critics seem overwhelmingly loud. In these moments, reaffirm your commitment to your personal values and remind yourself that the most authentic path is not always the easiest one. The challenges you face are opportunities to reinforce your resilience and to prove that your sense of self is rooted in something far more enduring than the opinions of others. Every setback, when met with honesty and introspection, becomes a stepping stone toward a more robust and confident you. Ultimately, living with sincerity transforms not only your inner world, but also your interactions with the outer world. When you honor your own worth and remain true to yourself, you attract people who appreciate and respect you for who you are, not for what you might do for them. This creates a ripple effect, nurturing relationships based on mutual respect and genuine connection, rather than on superficial flattery or transactional exchanges. In turn, these relationships become the foundation upon which true success is built. In conclusion, the importance of sincerity lies in its power to free you from the shackles of external validation and to empower you with the confidence that comes from knowing your true worth. Listen to your inner voice, trust your instincts, and cherish the unique value you bring to the world. When you do, you unlock the door to a life of genuine happiness and meaningful success. Remember, the only opinion that truly matters is your own. Let it guide you and never let the negativity of others shake the unyielding truth of who you are. Experiences, especially the painful ones, are the true architects of our character. Every failure, every setback, and every challenge is a lesson in disguise, a stepping stone that propels you forward on the path of growth and self-discovery. While it is tempting to shy away from failure and seek comfort in the familiar, true growth only comes from confronting adversity head-on. When you face challenges, you force yourself out of your comfort zone, and it is there that you learn the most about who you truly are and what you are capable of achieving. Each experience, no matter how painful, leaves an indelible mark on your soul. Failures are not reflections of your worth, but rather opportunities for introspection and improvement. They strip away the superficial layers of pride and ego, revealing the raw, unfiltered potential that lies within. It is through the crucible of hardship that you learn to adapt, overcome, and ultimately thrive. The process may be fraught with discomfort and even despair, yet every trial you endure equips you with the resilience needed to face future challenges. When you embrace your failures and learn from them, you build an unbreakable foundation that will support you throughout your life. Consider the moments when you have stumbled, when you have faced rejection or encountered insurmountable obstacles. These are the times that test your spirit, your determination, and your will to persist. Instead of viewing these moments as the end of your journey, see them as necessary detours that provide invaluable insights. They reveal your weaknesses, yes, but more importantly, they illuminate your strengths. Each misstep offers a chance to refine your approach, to recalibrate your strategies, and to emerge even stronger than before. The scars you accumulate are not signs of defeat. They are badges of honor that testify to your perseverance and courage. Moreover, the lessons learned from hardship extend far beyond personal achievement. They shape your perspective, allowing you to approach life with a sense of empathy and understanding that can only be earned through struggle. When you have faced adversity, you become more attuned to the struggles of others. This empathy enriches your relationships and fosters a deeper connection with the world around you. It is this blend of resilience and compassion that defines true leadership and paves the way for genuine success. The journey of growth through experience requires a shift in mindset, a deliberate decision to see every setback as a setup for a comeback. Rather than lamenting the losses or wallowing in regret, you must harness the power of your experiences to fuel your ambition. The pain of failure is temporary, but the wisdom it imparts is enduring. When you internalize these lessons, you learn to navigate life's uncertainties with a steady heart and a determined spirit. You become proactive, not reactive. You take control of your destiny rather than letting external circumstances dictate your path. In essence, every challenge you face, every failure you endure, is an essential ingredient in the recipe for success. They are the forces that forge your character, testing your limits and expanding your horizons. The journey may be arduous, and the road may be riddled with obstacles, but it is through these trials that you discover your true potential. Embrace the struggles, learn from your mistakes, and use them as a catalyst for transformation. The path to greatness is not paved with easy victories, but with the relentless pursuit of self-improvement, powered by the lessons learned from every hardship. In conclusion, the importance of growth through experience cannot be overstated. Every failure and every challenge is a priceless lesson that molds you into a stronger, wiser individual. Rather than fearing adversity, confront it with determination and let it propel you toward a future where your potential is fully realized. Remember, it is not the absence of hardship, but the courage to overcome it that defines your true strength and shapes the extraordinary person you are destined to become. The power of solitude is a force that many overlook, yet it is one of the most potent catalysts for personal growth and self-reliance. Being alone is not synonymous with loneliness. Rather, it is an opportunity to discover that you are your own strongest ally. When you stand on your own, without the constant influence of others, you gain a profound clarity about who you are, what you value, and where you want your life to go. This self-awareness is the cornerstone of all meaningful change and development. Embracing solitude means understanding that true strength comes from within. When you are by yourself, you are forced to confront your innermost thoughts and feelings, which in turn allows you to recognize your potential. In the quiet moments of isolation, you can examine your habits, acknowledge your weaknesses, and celebrate your strengths without the noise of external judgment. It is in these moments that you build the resilience necessary to overcome life's challenges, because you learn to rely solely on your own capabilities. Moreover, solitude offers the space to focus on self-improvement and self-care. When you are not constantly influenced by the opinions and expectations of others, you can set your own priorities. This independence empowers you to design a life that aligns with your true desires rather than one dictated by societal norms or peer pressure. Whether it is advancing your career, nurturing a hobby, or simply reflecting on your personal goals, being alone allows you to dedicate uninterrupted time and energy to your passions. In this state of focused solitude, you learn that the journey of self-improvement is not only about acquiring new skills or knowledge, it is also about cultivating inner peace and mental fortitude. In a world that often values social validation and constant interaction, choosing to spend time alone is a radical act of self-respect. It is a declaration that you will not allow external influences to dictate your self-worth. Instead, you choose to invest in yourself, acknowledging that the most reliable source of strength and inspiration is your own inner voice. This internal validation is far more enduring than any fleeting compliment or external approval. By relying on your own judgment, you create a stable foundation from which you can make decisions and set boundaries, ensuring that your energy is directed towards endeavors that truly matter. Furthermore, solitude teaches you the importance of self-care. When you are alone, you become intimately aware of your needs, both physical and emotional. This awareness compels you to take better care of your health, to nourish your mind with positive influences, and to develop habits that support your long-term well-being. Instead of depending on others to make you feel complete, you learn to find fulfillment within yourself. This practice of self-care not only boosts your confidence, but also prepares you to contribute more meaningfully to your relationships and community when you choose to interact with others. Ultimately, the power of solitude lies in its ability to transform you from within. It is not about isolating yourself from the world, but about creating the space needed to grow and evolve independently. When you learn to cherish and harness the strength of your own company, you discover that you are capable of achieving far more than you ever imagined. You become less vulnerable to the fluctuations of external validation and more focused on the steady internal drive that propels you forward. In conclusion, embracing solitude is an empowering journey that reveals your true strength. It teaches you that being alone is not a curse, but a blessing, a time to reflect, improve, and care for yourself without compromise. When you stop relying on others for your happiness and validation, you unlock a reservoir of inner power that will sustain you through life's inevitable challenges. Choose to stand alone if you must, but know that in that solitude, you are crafting the foundation for a resilient, self-determined, and fulfilling future. Fear is not a foe to be avoided, but a challenge to be conquered. It is born from procrastination and inaction, a shadow that grows larger when we hesitate. Instead of allowing fear to dictate your every move, you must summon the courage to take decisive action, transforming fear into a powerful driving force that propels you forward. When you let fear linger, it paralyzes you, chaining you to the same unproductive habits and unfulfilled dreams. Each moment wasted in the grip of fear is a moment stolen from your future. It is not the absence of fear that defines a strong person, but the ability to face it head-on. Embrace the discomfort that fear brings. Let it serve as a signal that you are on the cusp of growth. Every time you act despite your fear, you chip away at its power, proving to yourself that it does not control you. Instead, you control it. Imagine the immense satisfaction of looking back on your life, knowing that you didn't let fear hold you back from achieving greatness. The most successful people in history have not been those who never felt fear. They are those who moved forward in spite of it. They took the risk of action, and in doing so, turned their apprehensions into stepping stones toward success. This transformation is not magical. It is the result of relentless determination and a refusal to be crippled by the what-ifs that haunt the mind. Taking action is the antidote to fear. When you act, you confront the unknown, and each step you take builds momentum. This momentum accumulates, creating a force that can break through the barriers of doubt and uncertainty. Do not wait for the perfect moment to act. Perfection is a myth that only serves to reinforce your fears. The only time you will ever truly be ready is when you decide to start. Every experience, whether a triumph or a failure, teaches you valuable lessons about yourself and the world around you. These lessons are the fuel for personal growth, enabling you to refine your strategies and approach challenges with increasing confidence. Moreover, the act of overcoming fear through action is inherently empowering. It shifts the focus from a passive state of anxiety to an active process of problem-solving and self-improvement. Instead of being a bystander in your own life, you become the architect of your destiny. When fear is met with decisive action, it loses its ability to dictate your future. You reclaim control, demonstrating to yourself and others that you are capable of rising above your limitations. Your inner strength becomes the beacon that guides you through adversity, inspiring others to follow suit. Do not be misled into thinking that avoiding risk is the safer route. In reality, the greatest risk lies in letting fear keep you stagnant. Every moment that you postpone action is an opportunity lost, an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to achieve your dreams. The process of transformation is continuous, and it is fueled by the courage to act even when the outcome is uncertain. Your willingness to face fear, to take that bold leap of faith, is what ultimately defines your character and sets you apart from those who remain trapped in inaction. In conclusion, fear is not the enemy. It is a challenge that beckons you to evolve. Embrace it, confront it, and let every action you take dismantle the barriers it erects. When you choose to act despite fear, you unlock a reservoir of inner strength that can propel you to heights you once thought unattainable. Your future is shaped by the decisions you make today. Do not allow fear to steal your potential. Stand firm, be resolute, and let your actions speak louder than your fears. Embrace the power of decisive action and transform fear into the catalyst for your success. Don't look back at the past. Clinging to painful memories and past mistakes will only drain your energy and hinder your future. The past is a closed chapter that can no longer be changed. Dwelling on it only serves to anchor you in a state of regret and sorrow. Instead, you must focus on the present. Seize the opportunities before you and use the lessons learned from your past as stepping stones for personal growth and transformation. Every moment spent rehashing old wounds or lamenting errors is a moment stolen from the promise of a brighter future. The more you fixate on what once was, the less you have to create what could be. It is essential to acknowledge that while your past has shaped you, it does not define you. You have the power to break free from the chains of regret and reinvent your destiny. Your energy is precious, invested in building the life you desire, rather than being shackled by memories that only hold you back. Focus on the present moment, where true power resides. This is where you can make decisions that impact your future, where every choice is an opportunity to grow, learn, and move forward. Let the painful experiences of yesterday serve as lessons that guide your actions today, not as anchors that keep you anchored in despair. Embrace the idea that every setback was a lesson, every failure a teacher, and every heartbreak a reminder that you are capable of rising above adversity. Adopting a forward-thinking mindset is a declaration of self-respect and determination. It means you refuse to be defined by past mistakes and instead choose to write a new story for yourself. Acknowledge the pain, learn from it, and then release it. Don't let the ghost of what could have been rob you of what you can still achieve. Replace bitterness with resilience and regret with a burning desire to succeed. Moreover, remember that the present moment is the only time you truly possess. Tomorrow is uncertain, and yesterday is gone forever. Make every second count by dedicating yourself to actions that align with your vision of success and fulfillment. Cultivate habits that promote growth, surround yourself with positive influences, and build a future that reflects your highest potential. When you focus on the here and now, you empower yourself to create lasting change and leave behind the emotional baggage of the past. In conclusion, the key to a successful and vibrant future lies in your ability to let go of the past and focus on the present. Do not allow the painful memories and mistakes of yesterday to dictate your tomorrow. Instead, honor them by learning from them and using them as catalysts for change. Your future is forged in the present, and only by releasing the weight of the past can you soar to new heights. Embrace your power, live fully in the moment, and design a life that is not overshadowed by what has been, but illuminated by the promise of what will be. Failure and mistakes are not the end of the road. They are the fuel that ignites growth and resilience. Every misstep, every setback you encounter is a precious lesson waiting to be learned, a cornerstone upon which you can build a stronger, wiser version of yourself. It is through adversity that the true measure of character is forged. When you take the time to analyze your failures, to understand where things went wrong, you unlock the secret to personal evolution. Do not shy away from your mistakes. Instead, confront them head-on and extract every bit of wisdom they have to offer. Every failure is an opportunity, a moment in which you can learn to do better next time, and in doing so, you transform setbacks into stepping stones toward success. When you experience failure, It is not a reflection of your worth, but a signal that you are pushing your boundaries and challenging the status quo. Embrace these moments with open arms. Acknowledge that every mistake is part of the process of growth. In the crucible of hardship, you will find the courage to innovate, adapt, and overcome. This process demands a relentless commitment to self-improvement and an unwavering belief that you are capable of change. Failure is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you are daring to take risks, to venture into uncharted territory, and to strive for greatness. When you learn to see failure as a teacher rather than a foe, you equip yourself with the strength to pursue your goals without fear of making mistakes. The journey of learning from difficulty requires you to be brutally honest with yourself. Reflect on your actions, scrutinize your decisions, and identify the patterns that led to your setbacks. This introspection is not meant to instill self-blame, but to empower you with knowledge. With each lesson learned, you gain clarity on what needs to change, and you develop the tools necessary to avoid repeating the same mistakes. This disciplined approach to failure transforms the pain of a setback into the power of progress. It is a process of constant refinement, an ongoing evolution that pushes you toward your full potential. Moreover, the lessons drawn from hardship serve as a blueprint for future success. When you internalize the insights gained from your failures, you become more adaptable and resilient. You learn to navigate challenges with a calm, focused mindset, knowing that every obstacle is a temporary hurdle rather than a permanent barrier. This resilience is the bedrock of achievement. It enables you to persevere even when the odds are stacked against you. In moments of difficulty, remember that the most formidable individuals are those who have harnessed the lessons of their past to build an unbreakable spirit. It is imperative that you cultivate a mindset where failure is not feared, but embraced as a necessary part of growth. Do not allow the fear of making mistakes to paralyze you into inaction. Instead, take decisive steps forward, armed with the knowledge that each error brings you one step closer to mastery. Let your failures be the catalyst that propels you into action, transforming the pain of defeat into the power to overcome. This shift in perspective is what separates those who stagnate from those who continually evolve and excel. In conclusion, learning from difficulty is the most potent weapon in your arsenal for self-improvement. Every failure, every miscalculation, and every setback is an invitation to grow, to refine your approach, and to become the best version of yourself. Embrace these challenges with determination and an unyielding resolve to learn. In doing so, you not only build strength and resilience, but also pave the way for future success. Remember, your failures are not the end of your story. They are merely the prelude to the remarkable achievements that lie ahead. Step boldly into the arena of life, learn from every misstep, and let your journey of continuous improvement transform you into an unstoppable force. Action is the lifeblood of progress, and the cost of inaction is simply too high to bear. Every moment you spend procrastinating or avoiding decisive steps is a moment lost, a moment that could have been used to change your life for the better. The harsh truth is that opportunities don't wait. They pass by as you sit on the sidelines, paralyzed by fear or uncertainty. It's time to stop hesitating, to stop making excuses, and to seize the moment with unwavering determination. When you delay action, you effectively lock yourself out of the door to progress. Procrastination becomes a self-imposed prison that confines you to a life of mediocrity. The longer you delay, the more you allow doubt to take root, and doubt only breeds more inaction. Instead of letting inertia dictate your future, you must commit to decisive action. Every decision, no matter how small it may seem, is a building block for the future you desire. When you choose to act, you send a powerful message to the universe. You are ready to embrace change, to confront challenges head-on, and to forge a path that leads directly to your goals. Decisive action is not merely about making a choice. It is about creating momentum. Think of it as a spark that ignites a chain reaction. When you take that first step, however tentative it might be, you generate energy that propels you forward. This momentum is crucial because it transforms potential into reality. With each step you take, you draw closer to your ambitions, and every successful action reinforces your belief in your ability to overcome obstacles. In this way, action becomes both the catalyst and the measure of your success, The benefits of decisive action extend far beyond immediate results. When you commit to acting, you begin to dismantle the barriers that have held you back for so long. You learn to move past fear, to see setbacks not as permanent failures, but as opportunities for growth and learning. Every misstep is transformed into a valuable lesson, each failure a stepping stone on the road to success. Over time, this process of continuous action and reflection cultivates resilience, fortifying your character and sharpening your determination. Moreover, decisive action creates a ripple effect that influences every area of your life. It forces you to prioritize what truly matters, to focus on goals that align with your deepest values. By taking control of your actions, you reclaim power over your time, your energy, and ultimately, your destiny. You no longer allow external circumstances or the opinions of others to dictate your path. Instead, you become the architect of your own future, shaping your life with each deliberate decision. Imagine a life where every day is filled with purposeful action, where you wake up with a clear vision of what you want to achieve and a steadfast commitment to making it happen. That life is within your reach, but only if you are willing to break free from the shackles of hesitation. Embrace the discomfort that comes with stepping out of your comfort zone, because it is in those challenging moments that true growth occurs. The courage to act decisively, even in the face of uncertainty, is what sets apart the successful from the stagnant. In conclusion, the importance of action cannot be overstated. Procrastination and avoidance are the enemies of progress, robbing you of precious opportunities to transform your life. Instead of letting fear and doubt paralyze you, harness the power of decisive action to carve out the future you deserve. Every step you take, every decision you make, builds a bridge to a more fulfilling and empowered existence. So, stand up, take that first step, and let your actions speak louder than your hesitations. Your future is forged in the fire of determination. Seize it now and never look back. Choosing the right relationships is a non-negotiable commitment to your own growth and well-being. In a world overflowing with distractions and fleeting connections, you must be ruthlessly selective about who you allow into your inner circle. Your relationships are the energy that fuels your journey. They can either propel you toward greatness or hold you back in a mire of negativity. It is imperative to keep only those relationships that uplift, inspire, and support you, while decisively cutting ties with those that drain your energy and hinder your progress. Every interaction you have should add value to your life. When someone consistently brings negativity, criticism, or doubt, they are not contributing to your success. They are actively obstructing it. You have the right, and indeed the responsibility, to protect your mental and emotional space. Do not allow yourself to be dragged down by individuals who have no genuine interest in your growth. It takes strength and clarity of purpose to say no to those who only bring you down, and this act of self-preservation is essential for your continued development. A positive relationship is one that challenges you to be your best self, one that celebrates your victories and stands by you in the face of challenges. Such connections are not merely comforting, they are transformative. They provide a support system that encourages you to push past your limits and to see opportunities where others might only see obstacles. Conversely, toxic relationships create an environment of constant stress and self-doubt, stifling your ability to innovate and progress. They feed off your vulnerabilities and exploit them, leaving you less equipped to face the world. Recognize that your time and energy are finite resources. Every minute spent on toxic relationships is a minute that could have been invested in nurturing your dreams, building your skills, and pursuing your passions. The decision to eliminate negative influences is not about being cold or indifferent. It's about being strategic and prioritizing your own development. Surround yourself with people who genuinely care about your well-being, who challenge your ideas in constructive ways, and who encourage you to strive for excellence. This selective approach not only builds a robust network of support, but also sets a clear standard for how you expect to be treated. It is also crucial to regularly evaluate your relationships. People evolve, and so do circumstances. What once served as a positive influence may gradually become a source of toxicity if it no longer aligns with your personal growth. Do not hesitate to reassess and, if necessary, sever ties with those who no longer contribute positively to your life. This process, though sometimes painful, is an act of empowerment. It sends a resounding message. You value yourself and your future too much to be weighed down by negativity. In the end, the quality of your relationships directly reflects the quality of your life. By consciously choosing to foster connections that elevate you, you lay the foundation for a brighter, more successful future. Embrace the power of discernment. Filter out the noise and focus on the voices that truly matter. Your journey toward personal and professional excellence is too valuable to be compromised by those who do not support it. Stand firm, be decisive, and invest in relationships that light the way to your highest potential. Taking full responsibility for your actions and exercising unwavering self-discipline are the cornerstones of lasting success. In a world that constantly bombards you with distractions and negativity, the power to control your words, thoughts, and actions lies solely in your hands. You must be resolute in your decision to stand by your choices and refuse to let external influences derail your progress. True success is not granted by chance or luck. It is earned through a steadfast commitment to self-accountability and the discipline to shape your destiny. Every day presents an opportunity to assert control over your life. The moment you shift from making excuses to taking ownership of your actions, you open the door to limitless growth. Self-discipline is the engine that drives progress. It demands that you prioritize your long-term goals over short-term temptations and remain steadfast even when the path is steep and uncertain. This means setting clear boundaries for yourself, meticulously planning your day, and holding yourself accountable to the highest standards. When you commit to these practices, you fortify your character against the corrosive effects of negativity. It is essential to understand that external circumstances and the opinions of others should never dictate your inner state. Your words, thoughts, and actions must be guided by your own values and vision, not by the transient judgments of those around you. The ability to filter out negative influences and focus on what truly matters is a skill that separates the successful from the complacent. You have the power to decide which voices to listen to and which distractions to ignore. This is not an act of isolation, but rather a strategic move to preserve your energy for the pursuits that align with your ambitions. To achieve this level of self-mastery, you must cultivate a disciplined mindset that embraces accountability. Start by acknowledging that every decision you make, no matter how small, contributes to the mosaic of your future. Instead of blaming circumstances or other people for your shortcomings, look inward and assess what you can do differently. This honest self-reflection is the first step toward transformation. With each lesson learned from your mistakes, you build a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Remember, failure is not a sign of weakness, but a signal for improvement, a challenge to rise higher. Moreover, controlling your words is as critical as mastering your thoughts and actions. What you say not only reflects your inner self, but also has the power to shape your reality. Speak with purpose, clarity, and conviction. Avoid engaging in negative self-talk or allowing pessimistic voices to cloud your judgment. Instead, use language that reinforces your self-worth and propels you toward your goals. When you communicate with yourself and others in a positive, assertive manner, you set the stage for productive interactions and meaningful achievements. In a similar vein, your thoughts should be a sanctuary of focus and determination. Guard your mind against the infiltration of doubt and fear. Replace every negative thought with a reminder of your capabilities and your vision for the future. Practice mindfulness and reflection, and consciously steer your mental energy toward constructive ideas and solutions. This mental discipline not only improves your decision-making, but also empowers you to tackle challenges head-on without being overwhelmed by them. Lastly, your actions are the ultimate expression of your commitment to self-discipline. They are the tangible manifestations of your inner resolve. Every step you take, whether it's pursuing a new skill, making a difficult decision, or simply resisting the urge to procrastinate, is a testament to your dedication to personal growth. Do not let the inertia of inaction or the weight of past failures hold you back. Instead, let every action, no matter how challenging, serve as a building block for a future defined by achievement and self-respect. In conclusion, taking responsibility for your own life and exercising self-discipline are non-negotiable requirements for success. By controlling your words, thoughts, and actions, you shield yourself from external negativity and create an environment where your true potential can flourish. Stand firm in your commitment to self-accountability and let every decision you make propel you closer to the life you envision. The power to shape your future is in your hands. Seize it with determination and let no one or nothing stand in your way. Time is the most priceless asset you will ever own, a resource that once spent can never be reclaimed. Every second holds the potential to forge a path to greatness or, conversely, to reinforce the status quo of mediocrity. When you succumb to procrastination, negative thinking, or endless hesitation, you are essentially allowing fear and doubt to rob you of moments that could be the turning point in your journey toward success. Instead of letting time slip away in a haze of inaction, you must seize every opportunity with a decisive and relentless spirit, understanding that each moment wasted is a moment in which progress is stunted and dreams remain unfulfilled. Every great achievement in history is the result of those who recognized time's irreplaceable value and chose to act, even when faced with uncertainty. It is not enough to simply have ambitions or lofty goals. You must harness the power of time, transforming it into the fuel that propels you forward. Inaction breeds stagnation, and every delay in taking decisive steps diminishes your potential. Whether it is the countless hours spent mulling over what could be done, or the endless cycle of negative self-talk that convinces you to stay in your comfort zone, each moment lost is an opportunity forgone, a chance to build, learn, and improve that will never return. The truth is, the clock is always ticking, indifferent to our fears and excuses. Instead of letting procrastination dictate the pace of your life, make the conscious decision to value every heartbeat as a step closer to your dreams. Embrace the urgency of now. Let the awareness of time's fleeting nature instill in you a fierce determination to act. This means discarding the habit of waiting for the perfect moment, a moment that may never come, and instead taking bold, decisive actions in the present. Every action, however small, creates momentum, and over time, this momentum transforms into a powerful force that drives you toward achieving your goals. Negative thinking is another insidious thief of time. It is easy to become entangled in a web of self-doubt, regret, and fear of failure. But these thoughts only serve to paralyze you. When you allow negativity to govern your decisions, you are not only wasting precious time, but you are also preventing yourself from experiencing the growth that comes from overcoming challenges. Replace those destructive thoughts with a mindset of possibility and determination. Understand that setbacks are not permanent barriers, but rather opportunities for learning and improvement. Every challenge you face can be a stepping stone if you choose to extract its lesson and move forward with renewed vigor. Moreover, discipline in managing your time is an essential skill that separates the successful from the mediocre. It requires a relentless commitment to prioritizing your goals and eliminating distractions. Cultivate habits that foster productivity, set clear objectives, break them down into actionable steps, and hold yourself accountable to a rigorous schedule. Recognize that the smallest distractions can snowball into significant obstacles, diverting you from your path to success. By consistently focusing on what truly matters, you not only make the most of your time but also pave the way for continuous, incremental progress that eventually leads to monumental achievements. In essence, the value of time cannot be overstated. It is the foundation upon which your future is built. Every second offers a chance to change your life, and every moment wasted is a loss that can never be recovered. Therefore, adopt a mindset of urgency and purpose, and let no excuse, no matter how seemingly insignificant, stand in the way of your progress. Seize the present, harness its potential, and transform each passing second into a building block for the future you deserve. Time waits for no one, so make the decision today to invest it wisely, and watch as your commitment and actions shape a destiny defined by success and relentless achievement.